The Mueller hearing went on Wednesday. We talked about the Mueller report before. You've been seeing it. You've been hearing about it. It's like 400 pages of what became an investigation into the Trump campaign and his administration in its early days, and it happened in 2017. So he wrote this report about his findings, and what they found was a few things just off the top of my head. The Russians interfered in the election. Trump had business dealings pending with Moscow. There have been efforts in some states to where the election was hacked. Cambridge Analytica and a couple of different companies that they employed, to get information about Democratic candidates, and they kind of like exchange that information.
Cambridge Analytica again, huh?
Yeah, and that's a part of the companies that get into Facebook, get into our social media, post stuff, have fake groups, have fake
bots too. That's
bots.
What they said.
They've been doing all this for sure. The election machines were hacked here in Georgia.
Yeah,
we had a huge issue with election hacking.
Long lines too.
Long lines,
which would try to discourage you from trying to vote because you don't want to wait.
The Secretary of State was running for governor. Just shit like that was just really, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Against our sister Stacey Abrams.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, all this plus more was found out. Just to give you the Cliff Notes version of what happened. And so the government said, okay, well, let's talk to the public about this, right? Do you mind coming and testifying in front of Congress in front of the world and tell what you found? So each person came and they asked him certain questions about it, and he answered them. And the Republicans are trying to spin it like, it found that, there was no collusion. Well, collusion is not a technical term that they use. It would be what we say is conspiracy. But since you can't formally charge an elected president with a crime, the word does not appear that. But if you read into the situations and circumstances, it leads to what we would call conspiracy with the Russians to do whatever they were doing. Okay. So they were going to pass, they proposed a bill to stop this. One of the bills that they proposed was the election security bill. Required campaign to get help from foreign government, from foreign aid or from other countries, to report it to the FBI. So if you work with me and I'm in the Trump campaign and you find out that I'm working with the Russians to try to get some information, you're supposed to report it to the FBI. And if you don't do that, that would be considered a crime. Because it's not right now. And that's a part of the issue that they had with all their findings. This is like unprecedented. There's never been, they haven't made laws that would make it illegal.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was shot down. The election security bill was killed.
Wow.
So we found out, and we know for sure, there's no doubt in our minds that the Russians are hacking the elections. They come the next day and they propose these bills to make it illegal for all this stuff to happen and to try to, let's wrangle this. Nope, we don't want to do that.
Yeah, it leaves open a big loophole. And two, one of the things I read as well is that it's been proven that they had the Russian bots try to create a split within Black Twitter users, Instagram users by saying, don't vote for Hillary because she's this, she's that. So then we wouldn't even want to vote at all.
Right.
Which proven to actually work in their favor.
But
that's crazy.
To me, we are not mad enough about Facebook and the shit that they've done. They also had like a $5 billion fine imposed against them this week.
Wow.
For, giving out, leaking, having information leaked or hacked or participated in stuff like this.
Wow.
And guess how much of that we get?
This has been going on for a while. Like Facebook just being, this probably been like the last 5 years.
Yeah.
That Facebook didn't have problems.
Yeah. We don't care.
I think that I wouldn't say that we don't care. I think it just goes back to just the internet. Like the internet just it grows so fast. Like it's so far, it's ahead of us.
You can't control it.
It's ahead of us. Like, and now we able to see because I seen the headline, but I don't know it was saying something about Amazon stock drop. Something happened with Amazon, but everybody was tripping. But I'm like, man, they in the billions. They making billions.
Jeff
if they
Bezos,
lose money, they
richest
still
man in the world.
Billions.
Yeah.
Like,
even with this $5 billion fine with Facebook, that's just a drop in the bucket of their earnings.
That ain't nothing. Like, they gonna get that back. Because even think about like Netflix. Like Netflix, they in debt because they invested into their company. You feel me? That $5 billion for Facebook is an investment into their company. Okay, we messed up right here. This is where we need to put security at.
We need
this
to.
is where I need to.
It's pretty much just taxes for them because they don't even pay taxes. So
we
that's all
need
that
somebody
is.
that's tech savvy. You need to get to these Amazons and to these Facebooks.
We
and
do
to
have
these
those
Googles
people though.
that work for the government though.
Oh, that work in the government. Got you. Because Nipsey's dude, I forgot his name. It escapes me at the moment. But he's actually one of the people that helped build like most of these powerhouses. So that's how Nip, like in the Marathon store, if you take a picture of this, you'll be able to see like a music video because he had black tech savvy guys. And I think just like what you said, again, I'd even think bigger. Instead of us even just being entrepreneurs sometimes within tech, we need to be in the government with that. I didn't even think about that. So that's a really good point.
No, I agree. I think we definitely like, even when we was talking about the Dapper Dan situation, I think it's definitely necessary to have somebody
in the system.
Within. And that's why I'm never like, some people are too extreme, like I'm not shopping white
Separate.
people. It's like, nah, it don't have to be like that. Like we need them, they need us. Like, but we just gotta understand the line. Like we gotta understand how the relationship work.
That's it. Because we need somebody at the table, no matter what. Because at the end of the day, it's still gonna be a white society. No matter what, we could be as black as we want to be.
I wouldn't even say that. I don't look at it like it's anybody's society. Like it's just like at the end of the day, like it's like, man, we just gotta learn how to work together.
Yeah, that's true.
We might not like them, they might not like us, but we live on this land together.
Yeah.
We have to learn how to coexist.
That's it.
So
that's it.
I think that you guys have a warm and fuzzy way to deal with this, and mine is a little bit more militant.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Yeah. Not like in this.
You just got to play the game.
Yeah.
You just got to play the game. And that's why I say, like, some people, they're too extreme to where, okay, you
not
stuck
realistic.
on your side. Like,
but are you willing? But okay, I don't care if you're black, white, yellow, orange, or polka dot. Are you not feeling a kind of way that Facebook ultimately is exchanging your information and making a profit without you either getting a dime, any knowledge of such, or whatever? Granted, they do give you a lot of stuff to read as far as like their privacy policies, even with those games you play. It's telling you basically I'm gonna get your information and your friend's information. Are you okay with that?
But we just scroll through and we just press agree.
And I tell you, I always blame y'all for that.
You gotta read.
Generation Y and the millennials.
I mean, we all to blame because, like you say, we have the option. We got the option to use this platform. We know what comes with using this, and we continue to use it. Like, so I think it's everybody to blame. Like, it's we have to stop using these platforms. And at the end of the day, like I think even with Facebook,
bingo.
We're in the internet age, so we able to watch businesses grow, make their mistakes. Back then, like you didn't know a company was making its mistakes because it wasn't broadcasted, but everything is in the news now. So we seeing, the mistakes Facebook making. They don't have the right security, or they just learning the game too.
Right.
But at the end of the day, we gotta play our part and make sure that we reading the terms. If we really cared about them making money off of us, are we registering our names as companies? Your personal name as a company? Like, if it's that serious, then you gotta do business. You gotta play the game. You gotta play the system.
Well, that's it.
Are you running your life like a business? Like, you feel me? For you to feel entitled to somebody to give you some money.
Speaking of running your life like a business, Equifax. We talked about this in a previous episode. You guys check out our previous episodes because and then you can ask us stuff to follow up. I'm thankful for everybody that interacts with us. I'm going to direct y'all to Facebook. Maybe you guys could check more often the YouTube page and stuff like that. But, I mean, really not. Well, Facebook, if you're on Facebook, like our page, Connecting the Dots. There's a picture of Caleb and I. There's a few connecting the dots. Subscribe. We're on all the podcast platforms. Also on Instagram. I'm on there a lot. So if you want to interact with us, I would say Instagram would be the best way.